I'm Abiola Jackson. This is the entertainment news and celebrity gossip TV for Wednesday, April the 9th. In entertainment news, we have some Tyreek Hill drama, and it's not looking good for the NFL star. But before we take you back there, let's take you back to memory lane with Tyreek Hill and his soon-to-be ex-wife. Remember this one, folks? Tyreek Hill and wife filed for divorce, 2 months of marriage. This is back in November of last year. So basically, that was the word in Miami that he's supposed to be filing for divorce at that time. But guess what happened? He goes on to say, "Heck no! Don't put that stuff in the air. We're happily married and gonna stay that way." You see that? So basically, it was just basically a smokescreen for Tyreek Hill. That was all a smokescreen. That's what he said. That was the Instagram post showing that him and his wife are happy. According to the post, that's what it said. Shows him and the wife were happy. So he's trying to say one thing and then something else. But the source said that they had the documents there that they're going to file. But according to Tyreek, he said, no, we're good. There's no divorce happening. That's not true. It's false rumors, according to him. Well, I say that to say this. Tyreek Hill, what do you got to say about this now? You can't deny this because, according to reports, Tyreek Hill's wife is filing for divorce as cops called when the star threw a laptop and grabbed the daughters in an intense standoff. So basically, he grabbed the daughter and held her on the balcony. That's right. He held her on the balcony. That's how crazy and how much of a lunatic Tyreek Hill is. That's exactly what he did. He held his daughter on the balcony in the sun, in a part of Florida. That's the high-rise buildings in a part of Florida. He did this. So basically, there was a 911 call of an assault. So basically, I get a 911 call of an assault in progress at Hill's apartment high-rise in Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, 1 hour north of Miami. This happened 2 days ago on Monday. This is reported today. So you see there, that was a situation that happened there. So like I said, it was a domestic violence dispute. Again, the wife accused him of domestic violence. That's his wife right there. You see the wife right there. That's his wife, Keita Hill. That's the wife right there, Keita Hill. She accused him of domestic violence and assault. That's her there. So all along he was trying to basically, all along, this is what he's trying to do. Basically trying to have that image of that. He's trying to put a front that everything's okay. Back in November last year, everything's okay. There's no divorce. Well, look what happened now. We're in April of 2025. They got married when November last year. 5 months. 5 months of divorce. Another divorce. Look, 5 months. Now she went through the divorce. 5 months. So you can't hide anything now. You can't hide it. Can't deny nothing now. Everything's there. Everything's in black and white. So the mother-in-law. So Tyreek Hill's mother-in-law. So the mother-in-law, Keita Hill, and Tyreek Hill were in the house, and the mother-in-law called 911. She called 911 and said that Tyreek Hill was very aggressive and impulsive. And like I said, it held the granddaughter above held her near, right at the balcony. Held her right at the balcony in the high-rise apartment buildings in Florida. Sunny Isles Beach condominium. And he was very aggressive and impulsive. And she's very scared for the granddaughter's safety. Oh man, unbelievable! I tell you, unbelievable, unbelievable. So she reported this. So the mother-in-law reported this to the police. So the mother-in-law, the wife, and him were in the high-rise condominium at that time, and she called the police. So, like I said before, grabbed the daughter, walked her towards the balcony. Crazy. See, and then she said that they got into a big argument, and then again, and then he began throwing objects, throwing objects. Got angry. His temper got the best of him. It's gotten so bad they have to attend couples therapy. Couples therapy. They have to go to couples therapy just so they can try to salvage the marriage, but nothing's been salvaged. Couples therapy, but that hasn't done anything. Couples therapy it hasn't been able to it hasn't been able to slow down his temper because he has a bad temper. And check this out, y'all. According to Tyreek Hill's ex-wife, to soon to be, Hill gets upset whenever she gives her opinion on anything they discuss. Look at this. Anything they discuss. This is what, according to her, according to the article. Anything they discussed. This is what she told the authorities, the Miami PD. Anything they discuss. Whenever she gives her opinion, he gets angry. He gets upset. And then, according to her, Tyreek Hill got irritated when his ex-wife told him he wasn't involved enough with the child. So, in other words, the wife directly told Tyreek Hill, "You're not being involved with the child. You're not doing enough with the child or with the kid. You're not getting involved with him. You're not being a part of his. You're not being enough in his life. You're not doing enough in his life. You're not being involved enough in his life." And he got mad and got irritated. That's how sensitive he is. Like he couldn't take criticism. He couldn't take the criticism. Now this here, you see this video here. This is another history of his arrest. When the cops arrested him, it was a year ago or so, last season, NFL season, they arrested him. They dragged him out, and I think they arrested him for speeding. And they pulled him over and they arrested him. They were aggressive with him and arrested him. But that was a different story then. That was different. This is a situation now where he, according to the wife's mother-in-law, he was aggressive and belligerent, throwing objects towards his wife, and abusive. Now, according to her, they're saying that the argument never turned physical. It did not turn physical. But, however, the officers observed a bruise. So she's saying basically that according to his soon-to-be ex-wife, the argument never got physical. But the cops are saying that they see there's a bruise on Kita's upper chest when she suffered that unintentionally when Hill grabbed his daughter from her. So I don't know what the police are going to make of that. I don't know if they'll call that, they'll interpret it as assault or abuse. I don't know. Who knows? But she's saying there is no There is no physical assault, according to her. You just got irate and angry, all because she said that you're not being involved enough with my child. You're not involved enough with the child. You're not being a part of the child's life enough. And he got mad and he felt a certain way and got irritated, according to her. And that's when the argument started. That's when the argument started over what that's what it all started, just like that. Then he started throwing objects, laptops, and all that. I think it was a laptop they said that he threw. I think he said, let me see here. Say he threw a laptop. Let me see. Let me get to the beginning. Let me get to the beginning of this. I think he said he threw a laptop. That's how the whole thing started. Threw a laptop and grabbed the daughter. Grabbed the daughter, brought her to the balcony. I think he held her over the balcony and crazy. That's how it started. All because they got into an argument and she said, "You're not being involved with you're not doing enough for our daughter. You're not being involved in our daughter's life enough. You're not doing enough for our daughter." And he got mad. He took it a certain way, and look what happened. Did couples therapy to control his anger and his temper. That didn't do anything. Hasn't done a thing, like we mentioned earlier. Man. And he was rumored to leave Miami. The Dolphins were going to cut him. But I guess after this incident, I guarantee you they're going to cut him now. They'll cut him now. I guarantee you the Miami Dolphins are going to cut him. All this is going on, and the Dolphins organization was in the works to decide whether to cut Tyreek Hill or not. And after this incident, I believe they're going to cut him. I believe Tyreek Hill's days as a Miami Dolphin are done. They're finished. After this incident, that pretty much sealed his fate. That sealed his fate as a Miami Dolphin. I don't see him being on that team this upcoming season. That sealed the deal. After this incident, forget it. I don't see it. And he has a history of this. Tyreek Hill has a history of doing this kind of stuff. Let's take you back here to memory lane again. Let's take you back here to this situation. Ex-Oklahoma State star running back Tyreek Hill gets 3-year probation for domestic abuse. Yeah, we'll take you right back there. That was in 2015, like 10 years ago, a decade ago. And the victim in this case, yep, there she is. Crystal Espinal, Tyreek Hill's ex-fiancée. See, they're seeing domestic abuse allegations from 2015, choking Espinal while she was pregnant. So both Hill and Espinal focus on providing the best possible life for their children. I think they had 4 kids. Let me double check that. I believe they had 4 kids. So they co-parent 4 kids, yeah? I think it's 4 kids. They had 2 twins. Let me see. Is it 2 or 4 kids they have? It's 3 children, 3 kids. They got 3 kids. Yeah, they had 3 kids. They got engaged in 2018. 3 children. They had 3 children, 2 twins and another child. See? Domestic allegation of abuse. See, so it's not the first time he's done this. He's done this before. That's an example right there we're giving you. That's an example that he's done. He's done this before. He has a history of this. Tyreek Hill's got a history. And like I said, current wife, soon to be ex, try to go into couples therapy, and he's still going through he's still got the same issues. You still got the same anger issues. I don't know. This guy got a temper. I don't know. But obviously he's still providing child support for them. He's paying $13,500 a month in child support to Crystal Espinal. That was a lady that he dealt with at Oklahoma State when he was with them and when he was there in 2014-15 at Oklahoma State. Yeah, that's it. So he's still paying the child support. Obviously, still paying it. Not only that, too, we got a recent one, an OnlyFans model. This one's kind of weird though. This is a weird one. She apparently accused him. This is the OnlyFans model. This Sophia Hill or Sophie Hill. That's the girl's name. Sophie Hill. OnlyFans model suing Tyreek Hill. But the weird thing is she had sex with him after breaking his leg. Then she turned around and sued him. This is a weird one. Very strange one. Turned around and sued him. I don't know how Tyreek Hill gets in all these messes. I don't know how he gets in this mess. So he has a history of assaulting women. Broke a woman's leg. His ex-fiance at Oklahoma State that we showed you. Choked her and all that. See? This one is looking for $50,000. She's looking for $50,000 for damages for her leg being broken. $50,000. $50,000. I believe they settled. They had settled. They did a settlement. But this is the point I'm trying to make. He's getting into a lot of these situations. Broke her leg. Then apparently they had sex once or twice. Then she turned around and sued him. Look. I don't know how this is something else. I don't know. But those are the examples I gave you, guys, for the history of Tyreek Hill abuse and verbal abuse. And the last one here, apparently, is verbal aggressive behavior, aggressive behavior, but not physical behavior on this last one. The one here, the one we talked about in Oklahoma State, his ex at Oklahoma State, they had three kids, choked her. The one before, the model, Sophia Hill, the OnlyFans model, broke her leg. So it's to me, 2 out of the 3 are basically physical assault. 2 out of the 3. This one here, the cops, this third one, this recent case here, cops they may say that, although the wife's saying he didn't physically hurt me, the wife, they showed that there was a bruise on her upper chest, like I mentioned earlier. So they might turn around and say that Tyreek Hill abused the wife in the chest, hit her in the chest and abused her. They can turn around and say that too. So we'll see how that one plays up. But the point is, he has a history of being blatantly aggressive, whether it's physically, verbally. He has his history of that. Obviously, the therapy, the couples therapy hasn't done a damn thing, hasn't done nothing. I mean, this guy has a serious problem. He tried to cover it up. I showed you earlier at the beginning. He tried to cover up the divorce. Married his latest wife, soon to be ex, in November last year. Now there's 6 months. Actually, 5 months. Yeah, 5 months. 5 months, and she's looking for a divorce. Look, get a divorce. Look, they're gonna divorce. 5 months looking for a divorce. I don't know. The latest thing is they got into the argument. Grabbed the daughter, took her all the way to the balcony. I think he lifted her up and tried to, I don't know, lifted her up on the balcony. This guy's got he's got some mental issues, man. Like Tyreek Hill's got mental issues. I'm telling you, if I'm the Miami Dolphins, I'm cutting him. I don't care how much talent. I don't care how talented he is. I don't care. I'm cutting his ass. They were talking about cutting him. They were talking about cutting Tyreek Hill before all this crap happened. And now, hey, they got an easy decision now. Since this happened, they have an easy decision to let him go. They have the easiest decision in the world to let him go. That's it. I mean, God, the Dolphins gotta be foolish. They gotta be foolish to keep him on the team after this. They gotta be foolish to keep him on the team. Like seriously, they gotta be foolish to keep him on the team. They gotta be foolish to keep him on the team. Like, this is crazy. Like he said, these are 3-4 incidents that we mentioned here tonight of Tyreek Hill. This guy's got some mentally, psychologically damaging, messed up issues that he got to deal with, man. This is beyond repair. This is beyond repair. This is beyond repair. Couples therapy ain't doing nothing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what he's had this since college. This is since college. He's had this. He got some sort of anger in him. He's got a seriously bad temper. His temper has got the better of him again. His temper got the better of him on 3 different occasions by 3 different women. Broke one woman's leg. The woman at Oklahoma State choked her while she was pregnant. This 3rd chick, the latest one, got into a heated argument over his wife making a statement or saying something to the effect that you're not spending enough time with our daughter. You're not being in our daughter's lives enough. And he got pissed. He got mad, verbally, like the mother-in-law of the daughter of Tyreek Hill's wife said, "Oh, he's being verbally aggressive, throwing the laptops and all kind of objects." He got mad, grabbed the daughter, took her to the balcony, lifted her up in front of the balcony. Then she called 911. She called 911. The mother-in-law called 911. So I don't know, man. The Dolphins the Miami Dolphins have to cut Tyreek Hill. I'm sorry, they have to cut him, man. This is crazy. Like I said, I don't care how good he is. I don't care how good he is, man. I don't give a shit. They have to cut him. There's no excuse. I don't give a shit how good he is. See, they got to cut him. There's no excuse here. There's no excuse. This is ridiculous, man. This is just a. He's got a history of doing it, and the worst thing is he has a history of doing this repeatedly over and over and over again. I mean, what are we doing here, man? Like I said, the Dolphins would be a bunch of idiots. It'd be a bunch of idiots and a bunch of fools. That organization, if they don't cut him, it'd be a bunch of idiots and a bunch of fools if they don't cut Tyreek Hill. I don't care. They have to cut him, man. They have to cut Tyreek Hill. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like this is a joke. This is an absolute joke. This is an absolute joke. 3 times. He has a history of doing this 3 times. Like I've showed you. 3 times he's done this shit. Like when does it end? When does it end with Tyreek Hill? I don't know. When does it end with Tyreek Hill? This is basically he's like a repeat offender, doing the same shit over and over and over and over again. So he's like a repeat offender of the same shit. Same shit he's a repeat offender of. When does this shit end? When does it end? It's like it's nonstop with this guy. He's got a temper tantrum. That's some low key sucker shit. That's some low key sucker shit by Tyreek Hill. Everything's good. Said last year, November, everything's good. Reports said he's supposed to get a divorce from the wife. Everything's good. Try to cover it up. Everything's good. Had the Instagram just to cover it up. Everything's cool. Don't throw negativity in the air. That's basically what the Instagram post said. That's what it said. Try to cover it up. Next thing you know, all that crap that he's talking in November. It was all smoke and mirrors. Because look now she's ready to file for divorce for good. So what's Tyreek Hill got to say now? What's he going to say? It's false. It's fake rumors. We're not getting a divorce. What's he going to say now? I mean, you can only cover up so much for so long. You can only cover up and hide things for so long. At some point, the skeletons are going to come out of the closet. At some point in time, the skeletons will come out of the closet. At some point in time. And how you start is how you finish. You started abusing women and being verbally abusive to women, and that's how you end. You end up the exact same way, and that's how you started off when you're at college at Oklahoma State University. That's how you started off, and you end off the same way. Look, it's ridiculous, man. I mean, this guy needs some serious goddamn help. You need some serious goddamn help. You need some serious goddamn help. And Miami Dolphins, this is a warning, man. You better release Tyreek Hill, or you know what? You're going to be at fault for this. The Dolphins organization will be at fault for this if you don't release Tyreek Hill. You have a responsibility to release Tyreek Hill. You don't want a repeat. You don't want a repeat offender of verbal abuse to women and domestic dispute to women on your team. You don't want a player of that caliber on your team. It's not a good look. It's a bad look for the organization. So the Miami Dolphins, you guys are on the clock. This organization's on the clock. So do the right thing and release this guy, because this is some sucker low blow garbage that Tyreek Hill's displaying here. So the Miami Dolphins are on the clock. You guys are on the clock. You better do the right thing, man, because his time is up in South Florida. He has worn out his welcome, and that is it. That is it. So do the right thing and let him leave. Leave him. Let him go. That's it. I don't care how talented he is. His time is up. Miami Dolphins, the organization, you guys are on the clock. Do the right thing. Please do the right thing. You guys are on the clock. We're watching. We're watching and see what you guys are going to do. That's all I got to say. That is it. Hit the like and subscribe button for more entertainment news and celebrity gossip TV. I'm out. And if we get any more information on this, we're definitely going to update you and let you know what happened here. Again, Tyreek Hill, this is a bad look, man. This ain't good. This ain't good at all, man. This is a bad look. Bro, this ain't good, man. This is not good. This is an embarrassment. This is just sickening. This is absolutely sickening. This is sickening and disgusting. I'm out. That's it. Peace. See you later.